It was in the year of 2011 when I was preparing for my higher studies. So if you want to prepare for higher studies, it is required that you have that knowledge, or you have the passion to do it. Along, the important thing is you have the sufficient money for that also. Okay, so I am not that fortunate that my parents can afford for that much of money. It may be 3 to 4 lakhs. Okay, so I think many of the parents also, okay, some of have money, some of doesn't have. So what the students do, they generally take a loan from the bank. And same thing for me, I went to a bank and asked, sir, I just want to take a loan for my future studies, or my prior studies. The bank told me, okay, so you want to take a loan, so what is the basic criteria that you can fulfill that I can give you a loan? Yes, sir, actually I can pay back you the loan when I got a job. Okay, but still the bank not believe, because I'm a stranger for him. So bank asked me what exactly the collateral you have. So in my previous video, I told about the collateral, right? The collateral is the things that whenever you take a loan from a bank, okay, you have to give something as a proof. It means that it may be your property, it may be your whatever the things you have, gold, okay, whatever the things you have in the form of, you can easily liquidate into the cash. Okay, so in case you default, your bank will take the money, bank will sold that your collateral and take the money from it. Okay, so for me he's asking, so I have given all the things whatever I have, the properties and all. So after bank seeing the things, the bank is agreed that to give a loan, but in case I default, then bank will take back all the things, okay, the properties and all. So I was pretty happy. Okay, at least I got a loan from a bank. I agree somebody, loan officer of a bank, to take a loan for my future studies. Okay, so bank told, okay, how much percent of required? I told 4 lakhs. Okay, so 4 lakh he defined, this is the percent of interest. And for the study period, you don't have to, you study period, this is also cover. And there is also gap of 1 year from the study you completed till the 1 year completed after your study period. So I was thinking, what is that 1 year after the study completed? Because 1 year completed means I completed my studies and I have to pay the loan from the bank, whether I doing a job or not, because the things are I had. So bank give me guarantee that this 1 year we have a gap, that they will give it as a moratorium. So I was in doubt, what exactly the moratorium, what exactly the banking terms, I did not understand anything. So he told me that in this period, bank leave you that you can get a job in this period, whether you have get a job after your studies or not, but bank will give you 1 year extra from the year you completed your study, or from the day you completed your study till the day 1 year completed, till the day it was completed. Then I was pretty happy. Okay, I think bank will never give me that EMI and I don't have to pay the EMI as well. Bank will, no, that is not the case. That is never be the case. This period we called it as a moratorium period, because this, if the person will not get a job after the studies, so how he can pay? How he can pay? Is it whether his father or his parents are able to pay it? It maybe depends. If they will not pay it, what exactly the person has to do? It is a huge amount of loan, almost 4 lakhs, right? Then he decided, so okay, that's fine. So 1 year is just like the EMI, the bank has to leave it, or bank has to think that okay, 1 year I don't have to pay any EMI. After that, I have to pay EMI. Bank, no, that is not the case. It is the thing that in 1 year, whatever the loan amount or EMI, you don't have to pay in one side, but whatever the interest is accrued in the 1 year, you have to pay for from the next year. Okay, for example, 2011 I take a loan from a bank. Okay, MBA is for 2 years. 2013 I completed. For example, 2013 I did not get any job. though I got a campus selection or whatever the selection I got in my my colleges, but I did not get selected. Okay, so bank is what they do, they just give you 1 year extra. Okay, in this year you have to be you have to apply for any kind of, you have to take a job and you have to pay. Okay, so it is very much important. Bank leave upon me that this year, this 1 year is only for you and you have to search for a job. Okay, if you got a job, it's well and good. If you not got a job, then bank will not take it is the loan as an NPA. As you know that if the 3 months from the date of the due to the 3 months, if the person is not pay, then that is called NPA and bank has to charge the penalty of it after the 3 months or 90 days. Okay, so bank leave upon me, this is no worry about it, you can take. So when I'm telling about 1 year, depend to bank. Some bank give 6 months, some can give 8 months, some can give 9 months. But the thing here to understand is whatever the interest, because interest will charge from the date of your study got completed. Because as soon as study got completed, the interest will charge. But it is responsibility for you that you have to pay the EMI. But bank has give some kind of relaxation to you that if you are paying EMI from the date of your completion of studies, then you can pay up to 2016. But now I have given 1 year relaxation. It means that you have to pay 2017. It is nothing but 1 year he has given relaxations, and 1 year will be added to your EMI year. Okay, so it means that if I have to pay by 2016 all the loan amount, I have to extend till 2017. Thus the number of days has been extended, or 1 year has been extended. That is the one thing. Okay, so people might think that bank give the relaxation of not paying the EMI for 1 year, and the rest of whatever the EMI is left I have to pay for the 2 years to 3 years. That is not be the case. The extended 1 year relaxation 1 year would be added to your EMI year for one year. Okay, it means that if the EMI year is 2013 to 2016, it will be completed 2017. Okay, that is the one thing that you have to remember. Okay, so now the question is ahead. If you see the recent press release by the RBI governor Shaktikant Das, okay, so what he told that people who are taking a loan from a bank, okay, people are taking a loan from the bank, so he has to pay the EMI for this, right? But the thing is, he has given EMI relaxation for 3 months. So it means that people will think that this three months I don't have to pay the EMI. That's correct. And the rest of the EMI will be deducted. The 3 months EMI will be deducted the total number of your EMI of my account. But that is the wrong thing, because this 3 months EMI will be added to the whenever you pay. It means that whenever your EMI will start. For example, March 27 they have decided it. So for example, April, May, June, it will not, you don't have to pay the EMI. So this 3 months EMI will be added to your next circle. Okay, so it means that you don't have to pay the loan, but the interest whatever you pay, it will be accrued in your EMI whenever the EMI start. Okay, it means the 4th month the EMI will start and it will be accrued, the interest will be accrued. So I think you will understand it. Okay, so what is the benefit we'll get? See, it is the benefit only for the people who don't have job, who don't have the savings proper to pay the EMI. But not only the benefit, not benefit people who are regularly getting their salary. Okay, it means that if you are getting the salary, just pay the as well as the EMI whatever you are paying last time. But if you are not getting the salary or whatever the wages you are not getting, it's okay, for 3 months you cannot pay, that interest will be accrued and the days will increases for the next course of month. Okay, so you have to decide what to do here. So for me, it's the best option for the service holder who are getting the job or who are getting the salary, just pay the EMI as regularly. So that is called the moratorium period. I just want to say that the 3 months that whatever they given, or the 1 year which is given to me in case of I take a loan from a bank, that's called moratorium period. Okay, it's just like relaxation from the RBI. It is not the interest relaxation, it's the days relaxation. The days will extend it further. If you're 12 months, it will be extended another 15 months. If it is 1 year, it will be extended 3 years. Okay, so that is, you understand from them. So how the people will benefit it? Definitely will people benefited the people who are taking a loan from a bank, because it will applicable on term loan. It is your housing loan, it is a bike loan, it is your educational loan, whatever the term loans you have taken, all the term loans, the moratorium period is applicable. Okay, and people, the farmers, they're also getting this relaxation through this Kisan credit cards. Okay, so through this press release, whenever the RBI governor has told, after that SBI already given the relaxation for the people. Okay, I mean Jammu Kashmir Bank also given the relaxation for the its service holder. Okay, for the loan holder. So many banks has given the relaxation in the thing that the people might not pay, because money in this time is very important to keep with us, because this is the lockdown situation. Whatever the money, it's may require a lot of savings. Okay, that's why the RBI has reduced the repo rate, reverse repo rate, in order to flow the money into the market, so that people have sufficient money with them. Okay, so that industry, because more and more number of industry is going to shut down because of its operations. So with this money, industry can survive, industry can retaliate, or industry can, the distress industry can revive. Okay, so that's why the RBI take this decision. Hope this decision will helpful for the people who are really deserve for it. Okay, hope you understand something from this moratorium period, and definitely it will helpful for you for your future course of actions. Okay, that's all about my video. Hope you get something from this video, and thank you so much for watching it.